Recently there was a article published in the Wall Street Journal regarding the topic of why are CIOs perceived as second-class citizens, and are they doomed to remain as second-class citizens within the corporate boardroom? And the gist of the article was that through development of certain skill sets, CIOs could overcome the challenges that they are currently having with regards to that second-class citizenry. My presentation here at the Key Information Systems CIO retreat was based on identifying those skill sets that CIOs need to work on, and to also integrate with that the message that they were hearing during the three-day event. So the first topic, the first skill set, was leadership. Many CIOs fail to lead and participate in the boardroom discussions with their other C-level individuals. And there were many topics addressed here at the CIO retreat that provided leadership opportunities for CIOs that they can take back from the retreat to their organization, whether it be their IT organization or to their corporate organization. Strategic thinking was another skill set, and when you're dealing with areas such as social networking and trying to determine how do you integrate the benefits or the challenges of social networking within your organization, CIOs need to be strategic thinkers. They need to think outside the box and address some of the challenges that exist for their organization, and also deal in both short-term and long-term strategic thinking. Another area was or skill set is the area of problem solving. So synthesizing what's going on outside the company and determining how do you leverage that into positive business solutions. And so one of the areas, once again, in the social networking arena is, the social networking is something that IT cannot control. It exists outside of the organization, but it's brought within the organization, oftentimes by marketing people, sales people, and not even involving the IT group. A problem solver or a problem-solving attribute that CIOs can take with regards to this is turn the challenge of social networking into a business solution. Find out how can you leverage the existence of a Facebook page or Twitter accounts that may already exist and turn it into give them the ability to do business analytics and business intelligence and mine for data from those existing social networking solutions, but also to turn it into a new business opportunity. So that's one of the other attributes, one of the other skill sets. Being an effective communicator was one of the areas that the market research indicated many CIOs fail to communicate properly. So being an effective communicator, there was frankly, a lot of information with regards to the fact that oftentimes CIOs rely on business or technology jargon, and in the corporate suites, oftentimes these conversations talking pure technology often loses the rest of the C-level individuals. So the CFO and the head of HR, the CMO, they're all nodding their heads, listening to the CIO talk about the latest technology trends, and in many cases they're only barely aware of what he or she is talking about. And this is a big problem because CIOs often come away from these meetings thinking, well, okay, I've proven my point, I've explained the technology, I've got it, all the messaging, and then nothing happens because the rest of corporate management is shaking their head saying, well, we don't know what that really meant, and let's just sit on it. So that's an area that communication is a skill set that CIOs really need to focus on. Another area, another skill set that CIOs were identified as having to increase their capabilities is thought leadership. And when it comes to thought leadership, you really need to educate your peers at the C-level and your corporate management team. It's important to be pragmatic and yet look at the bigger picture. And to be a thought leader within your organization, it's very important. And tying it into the communication aspect, it's a function of marketing yourself and helping to sell yourself. Because through both communications, being a better communicator as well as being perceived as a thought leader, you've increased the value for yourself within the organization, and CIOs can definitely improve upon their ability to get things done because they are perceived as thought leaders. They're looking at new technologies like cloud computing and social media, and they're being perceived as understanding that, yes, we may be in certain hype cycles with some of these technologies, tempering the hype aspect of it, and yet also helping the organization to identify where new market opportunities and frankly, new business solutions exist for the company. So those are some of the main skill sets that were identified in this recent study by the Information Technology Leadership Program at Santa Clara. And we addressed those here at the event. In conclusion, the aspect of the whole challenge of acquiring these skills is something that we addressed briefly, that attending events like this and identifying networks that you can develop with your peers as well as with technology experts. So talk to the vendors, find out what they know. Obviously talk to more than one vendor so you have a broad perspective of what's available out there. And with that, CIOs can definitely continue to grow and prosper within the organization because they're making the commitment to invest in themselves through going to user conferences and attending seminars, and as well as CIO retreats like this one from Information Systems, Key Information Systems.